everybody, it's Rebecca here at Why Mermaids, and this month I decided to do my June favorites. Normally I don't do these because I don't really do a lot of things that are different each month. Like, I don't really go to the movies a lot. I don't like try a lot of new foods or like watch TV shows because I'm usually like working and then reading, and that's kind of all I have a lot of time for is like work, read, and booktube. So, but now it's June, and June means summer break for me, so I had more time. Plus, summertime is like when a lot of movies come out and shows come out and all of that stuff, so I thought that I would share with you my favorites from the past month. But because I am a booktube channel primarily, I decided to start out with my favorite book of the month. My only 5-star read this month was I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai, which is the true story of this girl, Malala, who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. It's really interesting. I loved getting to know more about the history of Pakistan, which I didn't know, and kind of how it impacted her. And as a teacher, I really loved getting to kind of see the different countries and how important education is and how it's different. And it was really powerful for me. So yeah. I also really enjoyed Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which I gave 4 stars, because it was also, I started reading it the same day that America finally has legalized gay marriage across the entire country, and finally, I'm so proud. And so I'm really happy about that, so I decided to read it on that day, and it was really beautiful, and I loved it. And so that's another favorite for the month, is the fact the Supreme Court legislation that finally allowed gay marriage across the entire nation. I think it's wonderful and beautiful, and it makes me really happy. My favorite TV shows of the month are Orange is the New Black Season 3, because I love that show and I can binge watch it, and although Season 3 wasn't as good as Seasons 1 and 2, I still really enjoyed it, and plus there's Ruby Rose, and Ruby Rose, right? Right, yeah. And I also got to throw in Game of Thrones. It was only 2, I think, episodes in this month, but they were really good episodes, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to have any spoilers, because I know there are a lot of people who haven't caught up yet, and holy wow. Holy wow. My favorite movie of the month was Jurassic World, because I went and it was fun and amazing, and no, is it the best movie in the world? Absolutely not. But is it a freaking good time and a great summer movie? Yes. I mean, it's big giant dinosaurs eating other big giant dinosaurs. Like, how can you not have fun at that? Like, oh, it was so fun. It was so fun. So fun. I also really liked Inside Out. I did watch that this month, like yesterday or the day before. And while it's not my favorite Disney Pixar movie, it was still really cute, and I really liked it. I mean, how can you go wrong with, like, Amy Poehler and Phyllis from The Office and Mindy Kaling? Like, you can't. You can't. And they didn't. It was great. Knowing what my favorite movies were this month, it should come as no surprise that my favorite game was Lego Jurassic World. I love Lego games. Like, they are so much fun. I know that they're like for kids half the time, but it is so much fun to just go around and destroy all the Lego stuff and like build stuff, and yeah. I've played almost every Lego game there is except for like Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's the only one I didn't play. So this one it's really fun. It's not as good as the Batman ones, which I think are the best ones, but it's still really fun, especially if you're a fan of Jurassic Park or dinosaurs, because you get to be the dinosaurs and like destroy stuff. It's so fun. It's so fun. I'm currently like 65 or 70% through the game. I've done all the levels, and then I've gone through them all again in free play to get all the mini kits and stuff, and then now I just have to explore the worlds themselves and like find all that stuff. So if you've ever played a Lego game, like, I highly recommend picking up one. They have them for like every platform you could want, including, I think they're on your phones too, so check them out because they're fun. My favorite music this month is none of them are new. So if you're looking for like new music, you're not gonna find it here. Because I have like resurgences of old music, or I kind of discover music late. And so that's the case for my favorite album of the month, which is Diamond Dreams, the acoustic album from Issues, which they took their first album and they just made it an acoustic version, and it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Issues, if you don't know, is a post-hardcore band, but this album, like I said, is all acoustic, so it's really cool. If you want a song to check out, I would recommend Hooligans, and I'll put a link down below so that you can check it out because it's so, so good. I have also had a resurgence of the song In a World Like This by the Backstreet Boys, probably because I watched the Backstreet Boys documentary this month, so I've been listening to like my boy band playlist a little bit because it brought me back to the 90s and the early 2000s, which I love and I miss. So I started listening again to In a World Like This, which is so fun and catchy and poppy, and if you haven't heard it, again, I'll put a link down in the description below. It's like, James, my fiance, was like, it's too catchy for me. Like, he thought it was too catchy, but I think it's brilliant and beautiful, and I love it. And the video makes me cry every single time. And again, another good one considering recent historical events. I have 3 favorite apps for this month. I really, really, really like the Rainy Mood app, which I'm gonna totally credit Sarah Ella. She posted like an Instagram photo or something about how she liked to write to Rainy Mooders, or read. She likes to read when she's listening to Rainy Mood, and so I started using it again. I hadn't used it in a long time, and then I downloaded the app and I just had it in the other day, and it was actually raining outside, but I couldn't hear it because his band was playing, and so it was really cool, and I really loved getting like zoning out while I was reading, which I don't normally listen to anything when I'm reading, and I really, really, really liked it. And then I also have been using it when I've been writing, and that's really nice too. So I definitely recommend that one. You do have to pay like $3 or $4 for the app, but if you go into the website, it's totally free. So I recommend checking out the website. If you like it, maybe check out the app. I also really like the BuzzFeed news app. It's new this month. It just came out. I love BuzzFeed, and then B, I teach journalism, so news is kind of important, but I'm not very good at keeping up with it. And then if you know how you've had a hard time, like, if you haven't been paying attention to the news, and then you don't know any of the background information, so it's kind of confusing. At least that happens to me. Well, this one, it's really great because it'll give you like everything you need to know about a topic so far. And so it's really good for keeping you up to date and catching you up on information. Plus, it'll send you alerts. Like, I got an alert on my phone from the app when gay marriage was legalized that moment. And I thought that was really, really, really great. I'm not sponsored by them at all, I promise you. Like, I tweeted out about it too. Like, it's so good if you want news in a condensed, easy to read way, like BuzzFeed News, for real. And finally, the app that I've already had the app. I love the app. I pay for the premium and that's Spotify, but this month Spotify came out with Spotify Running. Oh wow, I love this. I love Spotify Running. Again, not paid, but you know, whatever. I hate running, but I run at the gym because, you know, you gotta stay in shape, whatever. And this is cool because it'll take music and it'll have different genres, but then also music based on what you listen to, what your tastes are. You can kind of choose a different playlist that you want. And it'll pick music at whatever tempo you're running to or whatever tempo you want to set. And it'll just play music at that tempo. So if a song has like 3 different tempos in it, it'll only play the section of the song that's the tempo that you're running. And then it'll fade out to the section of another song that's that tempo. So it's really great at kind of keeping you on pace. And so I like, as someone who needs motivation when they're running to keep running, that one's really, really, really great. So yay, Spotify. My favorite song to run to is Stitches by Shawn Mendes. It's at 150 steps per minute, in case you're wondering, because Spotify Running, so it comes on a lot for me. That song is just really catchy and really fun to run to. This is kind of long, I'm sorry. I've had some favorite food this month. One of them, if you follow me on Twitter, then you saw me tweet out about it, but it is the Annie's Naturals Goddess dressing, salad dressing. Seriously, like, it's vegan. It made me want to eat salads again. Like, I've eaten a salad pretty much every day since I discovered this dressing, and that's like 3 weeks ago now. So it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's creamy. It tastes a little bit like Caesar, but better. And it has tahini in it as well. So it's kind of like Caesar with tahini. It's so good. It's so good. For real. For real. And I also have really liked s'mores Oreos, which I don't have any with me here because I ate them all and I shouldn't buy more, but they're really good as well. My favorite scent of the month is this white tea and mint candle that I got from Target. It smells very clean and good, kind of very like laundry-esque. And so it's a really good, like, clean, summery scent. My favorite clothes of the month are this shirt. It's Bayside Tigers, which, you know, Saved by the Bell. I found it at Target yesterday, and it's already a new favorite. And the other one is this Mickey Mouse shirt that I found at Forever 21, and I've been enjoying wearing this one. In the summer, I'm a big fan of like t-shirts and shorts. It's kind of the way that I go. And so it's really nice to have like nicer t-shirts or fun t-shirts. And that's kind of where I'm going this summer, is with those kind of t-shirts. So I was really happy to find that one because it's Mickey Mouse, but it's also like, it's not just Mickey Mouse. It's like Brooklyn. It's like a New York shirt, but with Mickey Mouse. And so it's really kind of cool. And finally, my favorite drink of the month is a grande soy iced caramel macchiato because it's amazing and I'm obsessed with them, again, just like I get every single summer. So yeah. Well, those are my favorites for the month of June. It's June. It's still June. It's still June. Let me know some of your favorite things from the past month down in the comments below. And that's it for me today. I'll see you next time.